Okay, good morning everyone. It's weekend today. No? It's so fast, no? The week is so fast. It's just parang kailan lang yung nag-Monday eh. Ngayon, ano na tayo, nasa weekend na, Friday. And bukas is Saturday. And meron tayong grand recruitment rally bukas. So sana ho, lahat ng may mga prospect dyan na gusto nyong i-invite na maging kasapi ng grupo natin, invite na ninyo sila at paki-advise na mag-download na ng Zoom, no, para bukas dire-diretso na 'yan, no? Baka makalimutan eh. Baka bukas pa magda-download is ano na, bukas mabilisan na 'yan, no? At exactly 9:45 pagpatak ng oras, aarangkada tayo agad-agad eh. Dire-diretso tayo diyan. So 9:45 po bukas, no? Lahat po ng may mga gustong i-invite, lahat po ng may prospect na recruit na gustong maging kasapi natin dito sa DPPI. So i-advise na ninyo sila at bukas maramihan tayo bukas. At sana ho puno-puno yung natin session bukas. So today we will be talking a very special topic, no? I entitled the topic or the training today Condo Specialist, and probably for few of you parang naging review na rin to. At probably para sa iba is din to, parang fresh start din to, no? Panibagong start. So, bago tayo mag-umpisa, I would highly suggest po na mas maganda siguro kung may mga ballpen at papel po kayo dyan. So, sige po, bigyan po kayo ng 1 minute para kumuha po ng ballpen at paper po, no? Para mas maganda yung nagti-take down notes kasi pag session na ganito, pag mga training na ganito, maganda ho pag nag-take down notes. Okay? So 1 minute po. Get your paper and ball pens. Okay, let's start. Now, what you are going to expect for today is that I will be going to walk you through to some certain terminologies before we really get into the gist of the topic about condominium. Then we will touch on the selling process because we believe that it is also important that we are on board on that parameters. And at the end, we are going to discuss also its relevance and its comparison with the house and lot, and how are we going to position ourselves, no? And we are going also to tackle what are the requirements that we will need if in case that we will go into some processing of loans here. So what are the documents that you and I will going to prepare? Okay, so let's go. So let's start with common terminology here in the real estate business, because I believe that this is expected actually that there are new agents we have here. So part of that is to really let them be on board of what are the things we are talking about. No, and precisely the reason why we wanted to go through this one is because we want everyone to be level in the playing field, that everybody understands what it really means. Okay, so let's start. Now, these are common terminology that you encounter every time you attend a PKS or project review, such word as amortization. Amortization actually is a gradual repayment. It's a monthly payment done by our clients or our customers. So these are staggered payments. Appraised value, meaning a certain property has an appraised value, and the one who will determine that actually are either the bank or the Pag-ibig, because those are actually the two financing institution that actually caters and does the appraisal. Appraiser, of course, is the one who does the appraised value or the appraising. So these are actually licensed practitioner of the industry. So this is also part of the real estate business. Then we will be talking about amenity. No, amenity is actually what makes the project beautiful. These are actually the perks of staying in a community. Now, balloon payment. So these are actually starting to surface now here in our um in our locality. In fact, I think just this week, Nexus with their project Antara actually introduces a balloon payment that the condominium started with a very low amortization of around 6,000 and gradually increases every year. So that is a balloon payment. It starts small and eventually grows big. Okay. Now we will be talking about condominium. So by definition here it says is often mistakenly thought of as a type of building. So it's not a type of building, construction or a development. It is actually a form of property ownership. So it is a property ownership. That is the reason why it is embodied or governed by a title. No? So duly passes by the registry of deeds. So wherein a homeowner owns the title of the interior of its unit and owns in common with all other units. So there is a sense of ownership. You own what is inside your unit and you partly own what is in the common area. So later on, we are going to take a look at what are those common areas that we are talking about. So there are common areas actually. So what makes it distinct is that it is an ownership. No, it is an ownership. Contrary to the idea that it's just like buying a building, no, there is an ownership. There is a proprietary value in there. Next is condotel. Now, condotel, it says here a condominium hotel. Similar exactly in a condominium in so far, but each unit will be owned by an individual person. So there is a proprietary ownership of one unit. However, that certain unit have been used by a hotel operator for the purpose of hotel operations. Okay. So deed of sale, that's practically self-explanatory. That is the document that seals the agreement of the purchase of a certain property. So that's the deed of sale. Now, equity, it's actually the valuation, or the most common term that we use there is actually the down payment. Now, equity is also referred to as the down payment. And mostly in most cases when there are project reviews, and in most cases when there are PKS, actually, we use the word down equity actually for us. But our client actually uses the word down payment. Most of our client actually uses the word down payment. So in here, when you get to hear those words, no, those are symbiotically, or I mean, they are the same in short. Okay. Now, for those people who have been attending with me in the training, and you'll probably be aware of this one, what I want you to know is that this is an opportunity for you to learn how to teach this to your team, not to your team. Okay. So list price. List price actually is the base price of a certain property. That excludes all the taxes and all the miscellaneous fees. That is the list price. Okay. Now, why is it that we separate the word total contract price with the list price? The total contract price is actually inclusive of all of those miscellaneous fees, transfer fees, and all other fees related to the properties. That's what makes it total. But when you say it's list price, it's the base price, less of all of those added fees, no? Then mortgage is just another term for loan, no? Then rent to own, no? It says there, rent to own is an arrangement wherein the person who rents a house has the option to buy. So it's a concept. It's technically a concept that wherein the person actually enters as a rental, then eventually has the option to buy. Most of the developers that offers this such type of facilities are the one who made the PKS from Bacolod, no? Deka Homes, they offered the rent-to-own program in Iloilo at the same time. In our place, Primary Homes offers the other term for this one is lease to purchase, no? Rent-to-own or lease to purchase. Okay? Next is punch list. Okay, now here, I'm gonna explain this because sometimes this has really been not been highlighted. But what is really a punch list? It says here is a list created at the end of a construction that shows what still needs to be done or what needs to be repaired before the property is turned over to the owner or buyer. Now, right now, today, no, right now or at this very moment as we speak, Pag-ibig or bank will require the punch list before they are going to release the loan proceed. Now, this is very important to all of us sellers. Now, this is part of our role. This is part of our obligation to our clients. Now, I want you to take care of this one because this is a defining moment. How are you going to take care of this one will define the quality and the kind of service that we are giving to our clients. As what I have said, we want to champion customer service, and this is one of those. Okay, the purpose of the punch list is that, as what it says, it is a list of all the things in the house. A simple doorknob, toilet bowl, shower, everything, actually. Now, excuse me. Right before the turnover, the actual turnover of the unit, this is part of the process, you will be called by the developer. Jandorf is very strict with this one. They will call the agent and they will call the client, and they are going to give the punch list. Okay. What you're going to do is that you are going to check each and every one of the item, whether it's okay or not. So you go to the doorknob, okay, check. You go to the window, open and close, check. Okay. Now, if there are things that you find defective, take note nyo lang. Defective, needed for repair. Okay. So, right after everything has been checked, you brought that to the one in charge in the project site. Then they will take notice that. Then, dun sa mga kailangan ng repair, i-repair nila yan. No? Dun sa kailangan ng repair, i-repair nila. Why? Because it has to be in full good condition by the moment ito turn over yan. Now, it is a protection on the buyer's side, making it sure that once the unit is turned over, it is in good shape. So, if there's a need for the developer to refurbish it, they will refurbish that. Why? But that's part of the agreement. That's part of the arrangement. So that is your role as an agent, no? As a property specialist. So you've got to check each and every one. Then you tell the one in charge na, sir, this is defective. Kailangan po natin palitan yan. Sir, eto sir, hindi mag-flash. Eto sir, hindi gumagana. Dapat they have to know that. Why? Because kung hindi mo yan i-report, if you're not going to report that, always remember, ikaw ang babalikan ni client. So, what will happen? When the time comes na pag-check niya sa bowl, hindi nag-flash, tatawag siya sa agent. Agent, yung bowl ko hindi nag-flash. And what will you do? You go there and be a plumber yourself? You cannot. What will you do? You bring in a plumber and pay for the plumber? That is not supposed to be your job. So, doing the punch list will spare you a possible burden later on. Why? Because when things come up that way, especially in the condominium where in piping usually comes up with a problem, you can always tell your client na, client, We have checked it already, and I think that is part of the way you handle those items, because this is the only warranty that the company is allowable. Okay? So don't put yourself in a situation that you will be stressed out. Okay? Don't put yourself in a situation that you will be on a headache answering question that is supposed to be not your forte or not your agenda. Okay? So lease, no, lease is just a legal term for rental, no? A contract between an owner and a tenant. Okay? It's a legal document, no lease. Okay? So what else? Let's continue. Oh, HLEORB now. This is what I'm saying about. No, it's a regulatory body that oversees all the activity related to real estate business. Negotiable, no? Capable of being negotiated usually with regards to the price and payment terms of the condition. Okay. Now there are cases that our client have a peculiarities in the situation. There are cases that our client would like to make some special arrangement with regards to the developer, and in that case and in that scenario, that is the time that you will enter, no, that you will enter as a negotiator between your client, between your client and the developer itself. So it's more of bringing some certain issues and concern to the developer and finding some probable answers to that. No, finding some probable answers. And you know what? At the end of the day, there are certain things that been placed by or published by the developer that are standards. Okay, when we say standards, meaning these are actually the normal process and the normal flow. But there are also cases that the client will somehow make some ano ba to sa Tagalog? Suyo, no? Or some hangyo in Bisaya. Okay? So in such a way, this one actually will allow you or us to be able to really close the sale. Because the objective at the end of the day is we wanted to close the sale. We wanted to close the deal. No? That's what we want. No? That's what we wanted to accomplish. So if there are things na gustong ipakiusap ng buyer, tayo yung maging negotiator. No? We will be in the middle to play as the negotiator. Then cash flow, no? The one that is generated, yung income na generate ng properties mo. Title. Okay. Now, the condominium, since it is an ownership, therefore, it has a title. No, it will have a title. Kasi proprietary ownership yan eh. Tapos, landmark. No? The landmark, along the discussion, pag-uusapan natin yung landmark, is the designation given to a building or a neighborhood. In short, it's a point of reference. No? Landmark is a point of reference. Now, a landmark is very important because it will speak for convenience. Remember, landmark is very important because it speaks of convenience, actually, on the part of the client or the buyer itself. Okay? So, what else here? Down payment, of course, that's equity, just the same term. Condo dues. Okay. Condo dues are actually a form of payment made by the homeowners in order to maintain some specific areas like common electricity, common water, hallways, gardens, no parks, playgrounds. What else? If you have swimming pools, the swimming pools. In short, everything that is been commonly used, and also security. Security, garbage collection, and if you have CCTV, maintenance of that. In short, anything that serves the homeowners and shared by everybody are part of the common dues or condo dues that everyone will partake in terms of payment. So, paghahati-hatian yan ng lahat ng mga homeowners or unit owners. Okay? So, rental, that's self-explanatory. VAT, this is always pre-computed on the side of the developer if it exceeds 3 million. Reservation fee, this is the amount of money that the client or the buyer usually pays first in order to hold or to take on the unit. So, in order to establish that this unit is the one that I like, here is my reservation fee. It's a form of an earnest money. Okay. Now, when the project is already in its license to sell stage, meaning all of the payment related to the reservation fee are non-refundable and non-transferable. Let me repeat it. If there is a license to sell, the project has license to sell, meaning it's not in the LOI stage. LOI means letter of intent stage. So if it's in the reservation stage, therefore, the payment for the reservation is non-transferable and non-refundable. Therefore, the buyer has to really think if this is the unit that he really wants. And that is your role also as a property specialist, na not to just simply push the buyer just because you wanted to get some reservation incentive, but always remember the end purpose of what we are doing is for the buyer to be satisfied and happy of what we are pushing for them, or what we are selling to them. Okay? So here, let's go for the types of condos. Hold on for a while. Okay, here, let's go to the types of condo. Now, just like the house and lot, there are also specifications and types that we are going to tackle here. Now, for the houses, you have row house, townhouse, single, duplex, and townhouses and whatever. In the condo also, there are certain classifications. Okay, let's go. Now here, number one, walk-up type condominium. From the word itself, walk up, meaning you walk up. There's no elevator. You just have to take the stairs. Now take note, when we say walk up, there's no elevator, just stairs. And usually walk up condominium are only 4-story high at most. Because our building code says that when it reaches the 5th floor, the said building should have an elevator. So, ibig sabihin, pag 5-story na yan, mandato ng gobyerno na kailangan ikaw building magkakaroon ka ng elevator. Bakit? Batas yan. So, we don't argue with laws. We just have to comply. So, when we say walk up, there's no elevator. No? And there's a lot of development already that are walk up in nature. No, walk up in nature. What we have here in Lapu-Lapu, we have Brentwood. No, it's walk up. No, walk up. Pacific Grande Residences, that's walk up. No, so there are already. No, few early buildings of Plumera are walk up. No, and the later part of the building are actually mid-rise already. Next, we call this medium rise or mid-rise. No, mid-rise condominium. These are actually 5 to 12 stories high. This one requires elevator already. So there is already a requirement for an elevator. So in Lapu-Lapu, we have a lot of mid-rise condominium. No, we have a lot of mid-rise condominium because we have an airport here. Before they are allowed to build a condominium, they have to get an aviation clearance. So it's gonna be determined by the aviation department, and it's usually the airport authority is part of that to really take a look if the building that na itatayo ay hindi siya kasali doon sa air highway. Kasi may tinatawag tayo na air highway yung dinadaanan talaga ng eroplano at all times. Next is we have from 12 stories and above, we call that high rise. No, we call that high rise. And usually, if in a high-rise condominium, you've got elevators plus an additional service elevators. Okay. Now, usually because of the volume of the homeowners that are using the elevators, and of course, they are always provided with service elevators in order for their cargos, no? Because some of those actually do have some cargos at times. So there is, aside from the passenger elevator, there is also a service elevators. Okay, so these are high-rise building, 12 stories and and above. We have here somewhere in the Punta Inganyo area. Those are our high-rise condominium. And in Cebu, the most notable high-rise condominium is the Horizon 101, no? The most notable, by far so far, no? The highest. Next. So we have some units, no? When you talk about condo, we have studio units. Now, what is distinct with studio units is that it has no room partition. Wala hong room partition yan. So what is usually meron for a studio unit? You will have a toilet and bath. Usually during the turnover, you have toilet and bath. Of course, the fixture of the toilet and bath, my toilet bowl, my shower room, my shower faucet, and usually meron, yun lang ang mga inclusion talaga, and the rest are actually just like a pad. Okay, walang kwarto po yan. And what you have seen actually in the picture are just representation on how you are supposed to design a studio unit condominium. Now, studio unit are most sellable because these are actually ideal for bachelor's pad, no? For singles, people that are working in the call center, and most of those investors, whom we call investors, are actually buying condominium units in a studio format. Bakit to? Because they use it for business. So pinapaupahan yan. So yan isa sa mabilis na rental type of unit, the studio unit. Okay? What else? Next is, of course, one bedroom. When we say one bedroom, there is already a distinction. There is already a designated partition. So may room partition na talaga na one bedroom. Pag sinabi mong two bedroom, of course, two bedrooms. O dalawang kwarto yan. Then, of course, three bedroom. Most of our projects here in Cebu are usually studio. Marami tayong studio. We have 1 BR and 2 BR. Rarely lang po tayo merong mga 3 BRs pataas. Okay? Ito po, naging uso na rin to. Medyo pumapatok-patok na to. Loft type. Ang kagandahan ng loft type is that it will allow you to save spaces below. Usually, loft type condominium are high ceiling condominium. Ibig sabihin, you can provide a mezzanine. A mezzanine. Mezzanine is just like a second floor within one unit. So, ang tawag doon is mezzanine. So, yeah, just like what is shown in the picture, you can utilize the upper part as probably your room, and the lower part could probably your living, dining, and what else? Receiving area, no? Receiving area. So, you've got more spaces if that's the case. So, ito po, pumatok. Block residences are actually the masters of loft-type deliverables, no? Block residences. At one time, nakapag-PKS na yan sila eh. Block residences. So, mga loft-type yan sila. These are very ideal for may family, pero start-up, maybe 1 or 2 kids na maliliit pa. So, pag kumuha sila ng loft-type, may space sila sa baba, and they have their room, no? Their bedroom upstairs. So, next. Yan, penthouse. Penthouse is usually situated right at the top floor of the building. At the top floor of the building. Usually, these are just 1 or 2 units. Amazingly, no? Amazingly, even the price is so high for a condo unit in a penthouse. Nabebenta, nasusold out ang mga penthouse. So meaning there are really buyers also that are really looking for penthouses. No, usually mga kumpanya yan eh. So things to remember ito. Okay. Paki-screenshot po, no? Paki-screenshot para may discussion points tayo dito. Marami-rami na ba tayo dito? Tingnan natin for a while ha. Yung attendance. Marami-rami tayong mga bago dito. Yan. Okay. So quite a good number, no? Quite a good number for an attendance. Okay. So dito tayo, things to remember. Okay, from the word itself, things to remember, meaning this is very important. This is very important in a condominium development. In a condominium development, wherein most of our client will have the initial, no, initial ano to in the Philippine market, not so much with the foreigners because they are already much educated about condominium. But in the case of Filipino buyers, there is a sense of apprehensions at first. Okay, sense of apprehensions. Now, we've got to be clear with that. We have to make it sure that whatever apprehension is that, we are going to clear that in their mind. So that's your role as a property specialist. Clear the apprehensions of your buyer. Okay. Now, you've got to know the developer. Okay. Why you have to know the developer? Because you've got to bring it to the assurance of your buyer that this developer is a reputable developer. Again, let me state it again. You've got to know the details of the developer. You've got to know the developer because you've got to present it to your buyer, which is at first apprehensive in buying a condominium. So therefore you are going to sell, no, the credibility of the developer, especially for the developer that has already a proven track record. Developers that has already some certain level of performance. Camellia, Philinvest, CLI, Primary Homes. Those are developers that have certain level of track record. Or it may not be as known as it should be, as long as it has its track record. Locally, you have Seikyo, who already has three projects. I mean, one, two, three. Yeah, three projects in a row and a coming fourth project. What else? You have Pryland. Now we've got a series of projects already. It is a local developer, but it has a series of projects. So these are very important. No, these are very important because it will add up to a certain level of confidence on the part of your buyer. On the part of your buyer. Number two, developers' contact details. Okay. Because in a condominium selling, there is a lot of technical questions. Again, I may repeat. In condominium selling, there are so much technical questions, even to the point of plumbing. There are questions like that. There are even questions that measures the height of the floor to the ceiling. No? There are questions like that. So those are technical questions. And those technical questions are meant to be answered by our client. So where are you going to get those information? You are going to get that information from the developer itself. Why? Why to the developer? Why not to our colleague? Why not to the kasamahan ko sa DPPI? Ito po yung message ko. Question as critical as any condominium project. I want you to get a first-hand information, not a second-hand information. Because you are going to tell your client that you are precise on what you are discussing. Bakit ho? Negatibo na siya at first eh. May apprehensions na siya at first. Dahil may apprehensions siya, you cannot afford to make mistakes. Therefore, it is important that if there are questions that you don't know the answer, better get the answer coming from the developer. That is the reason why every time we have a project review, the developer will going to give their numbers. Why? Why are they going to give their numbers? Because they wanted to be contacted so that they can give you a timely answer. Eh sir, okay lang man sir kasi nasa group chat naman. No problem with group chat. But there are times na medyo matagal makapag-answer sa group chat because remember, we are not the only one that they are attending upon. Marami ho tayo. Marami hong sellers sa buong mundo. O dito na lang sa Pilipinas, marami hong seller. Karamihan ho, sabay-sabay magtatanong yan. So meaning, hindi madaling mapansin dun sa group chat. Kaya I always recommend contact directly the person in charge and the person concerned. Bakit ho? Because you are able to get the answer swiftly, fast, and accurate. Di ba? Kasi yun ang kailangan natin accuracy. Okay. Next, yung types of units offered. Okay. There are project na puro studio lahat. Well, that's no problem. That's easy to remember. Let's say, for example, you've got Saikyong. Saikyong has all studio units. So it's easy. Now, you don't have to worry. You don't have to think a lot of what are the things that I need to sell because it's all studio. No? It's all studio. It's you don't have to think of any other sizes or any other number. It's a studio. Now, CLI has studio, 1BR, and 2BR. But they have also project like Casamira, which are all studio units. No? So it is important that you will know so that you can perfectly recommend whatever the things your buyer will going to ask from you. So if your buyer will going to ask you, I want a one-bedroom apartment. So you're not going to think about Sekyung because there's no 1BR there. No, right? In Looc, it's just only studio. And if someone will ask you 2BR, then definitely you're not going to think about Casamira Towers in Mandaue. Probably you are going to think about Mivela. No? So it is important that you are going to know, etong condominium na to, may studio, may 1BR, may 2BR. At friends, sulat nyo sa notebook kasi you are not going to remember everything. You are not going to remember everything. Never trust your memory because you are prone to really forget. Bakit ho? Sa kadami-dami ng information na inaatupag natin araw-araw, imposible hong hindi mo makalimutan. Makakalimutan natin yan. Or better yet, baka maghalo-halo yan, iba ang maisagot mo dun sa kliyente mo. So very important that you've got to take down some notes. Okay? Let's say for example, Coho. Coho has 1BR. Magkatabi lang sila ng Bria Flats. Ang Bria Flats ay studio unit. Isang location lang sila Pwede mo silang mapagkamalan na etong Bria baka may 1BR to. But until sinulat mo yan, hindi mo ma-mix up yan. Ay, ang Coho pala may 1BR. Ay, ang Bria pala studio lahat. Di ba? Importante that you are going to have what are the details of the units being sold. Okay, next. Project details and amenities. Now, ito po ay pinaka-importante with regards to the condominium selling. Number 1, bakit importante ang mga amenities sa condominium? Ang tao bumili ng condominium kasi gusto niyang tumira dyan at the comfort of a hotel. Ulitin ko. Gusto kong tumira dyan at the comfort of a hotel. And I am going to look the facilities just like exactly the one that is in the hotel. So anong meron doon? May swimming pool, may gym, may cafeteria, hindi naman cafeteria. Pangit naman ang word, no? Cafeteria, coffee shop, no? Coffee shop, restaurants, and everything that is supposed hotel na titirahan ko, dapat nandyan yan sa condominium na yan. Kasi in a condominium selling, amenities is a highlight of your selling. Hindi mo pwedeng hindi pag-usapan ang amenities pag condo ang binebenta mo. Mga gymnasium, active lifestyle ka ba? Gusto ko condominium ko, na medyo may relaxation ako. Maganda sir, kasi dito may prayer room tayo. Dito may boardroom. Ako, medyo active yung lifestyle ko. Marami akong negosyo na ina-attend. Kailangan ko ng mga meeting-meeting. Oy, maganda sir. Kasi ang facilities natin dito, may boardroom tayo, may pang-board meeting tayo. So hindi mo na kailangan umalis sa ibang lugar para mag-conduct ng mga business meeting. Dito na sa condominium kasi may function room tayo dyan na you can conduct your board meetings. So those are perks and extra selling points that you are going to highlight and stress during the time that you are going to present condominium. Minsan kasi, pag sinasabi yung mga amenities, binabaliwala natin. No, sa condominium, importante yan. Importante sa condominium yan. Okay? Next, price range. Okay. Bakit importante kailangan yung malaman yung price range? By the time that you are engaged on a buyer, what is it that you have in mind that you really know about the buyer? Na ito talaga yung gusto niya. Actually, wala. You don't have any slightest idea kung ano ba talaga yung gusto ng buyer until the time na magtanong ka. So you've got to ask questions. And one of the questions that you are going to ask your buyer is budget. Isa yan. Now, budget will always speaks of the price range. No? When we talk about budget, it will always talk about the base and the ceiling. So anong tawag doon? That's range. That's price range. So you don't know that not until you ask it from your client. Again, you're not going to know that unless you're going to ask that. Later on our practice on how to sell condo, we're going to practice how to say it. No? Kasi kailangan nating aralin paano ba kasi ang pangit naman na magtanong ka diretso, Sir, magkano ba yung sweldo mo? Parang abusive na tanong naman yan, di ba? So there is a better way of asking the question, but it is important that you know the price range. So in your notebook, again, go back to your notebook, ilagay niyo dyan. Casamira, ito yung, kita mo, ang dami ng sulat ng notebook ko. Every day yan, pag nag-PPKS, may sinusulat ako dyan. Bakit ho? Kasi hindi ko ma-memorize lahat. Kailangan kong isulat. So, lagay mo dyan. Casamira, price range, studio unit, 1.2 to 1.6. One bedroom unit, 1.5 to 2. Bakit ho? Because there are certain variation with the prices. In a condominium, price range is very important because ang presyo ng mataas na floor ay iba sa mababa na floor. Ang presyo ng sea view iba sa mountain view. At iba rin doon sa unit na walang ka-view-view. So every single unit in a condominium have different prices. Iba rin yung prices na naka-front doon sa amenities, fronting amenities. Iba rin yung ang presyo na nakataliko doon sa amenities. Every condominium possession has a different price. So what you are going to have are actually ranges lang, no, price range. Okay. Next is deliverable. Yan. Finish or pre-furnish. Okay. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng finish? Okay, ang ibig sabihin ng finish, from the word finish, tapos na. So wala ka nang gagawin pa kundi maghakot ka na lang ng mga gamit. Ibig sabihin, naka-tiles na yan, may pintura na yan, maayos na. Kumbaga, livable na siya. No, livable. So what is the thing that you're going to do? Is magbitbit ka na lang ng gamit para ilagay mo doon sa condominium mo. Finish na kasi. Ano ba yung pre-furnish? Pre-furnish, yung may mga gamit, no? May mga developer kasi tayo na furnished unit ang dinideliver gaya ng Limende. No, Limende ba yan? Limenda. Furnished unit ang dinideliver yan. So by the time na mag-deliver yan ng unit, furnished yan. Yung 128 Neville Hills ata, no, by Santa Lucia, furnished yun. No? So pag-deliver ng item na yon, furnished na. Ibig sabihin, may mga gamit na. Ang tao na lang ang pupunta doon, bitbit yung mga damit niya. Yung mga kama and everything nandun na. So kompleto na. Kompletos ricados na. Okay? Next is reservation fee. Napakapangit naman pag hindi nyo alam yung reservation fee. Pagtanong yung buyer na gusto nang kumuha, magkano bang reservation fee niyan? Tatanungin ka, for example. Ang pangit, no? Pagsagot mo, ma'am, sadali mo na, ma'am, tatawag mo na ako sa kasamahan ko, tatanong ko magkano yung reservation fee. Kung ako yung buyer, ano ba to? Siya ang nagbebenta nito, hindi niya alam kung paano ako mag-reserve at magkano yung i-reserve ko. As simple as reservation. So, you've got to know that. Yeah. Payment terms. Okay. Now, payment terms, this is very, very important ho. Very important ang payment terms because ito po yung deciding factor ng every client. Every client ho. Wala hong bibili ng condominium na hindi nag-iisip kung kaya ba niya bayaran o hindi. Ulitin ko. Wala hong bumibili ng condominium na hindi nag-iisip kung kaya ba niyang bayaran o hindi. Ibig sabihin, lahat ho tayo na gustong kumuha ng kondo, nag-iisip yan kung kaya ko bang bayaran yan. saan mo makikita yan? Syempre, doon sa payment terms. Okay. Ganito ho, very important. Pag kayo ay nag-tripping, wag na wag kayong mag-tripping ng kliyente na hindi mo bit-bit yung payment terms. Bakit ho? Because kadalasan, if not all, kadalasan sa lahat ng mga tripping natin with clients, mag-i-ending talaga yan sa bayaran, sa payment terms. Now, ang pangit-pangit tingnan if you yourself, being a property specialist, will not be able to present a payment terms. Pangit ho yan. So you better come ready when you meet your client. So you've got to know that, saan ka ba makakuha ng payment terms? Okay. Walang ibang pagkukunan yan kung hindi saan? Sa office ng developer. Paano mo gawin yan? Tawagan mo. I-text mo, tawagan mo. Group chats are okay. Wala akong against sa group chat. It is an easy form of communication. But if you wanted to get things done ASAP, you better call the developer. You better call the in charge. That is the reason why every project review, we always ask for the contact number. I always ask for the contact number so that you will get to know their numbers. Because if you want a timely answer talaga, kung gusto mo talaga na makabigay ng answer dun sa kliyente mo, dapat may number ka. You should have a number so that you can call them right there and then. Parte ho yan ng negosyo natin. Yang tawag na yan, parte yan ng mga investments po natin. Okay? So, ito yung mga things to remember. Huwag mong kalimutan to kasi pag nag-uusap na tayo mamaya on how to sell, ito lahat ay babalikan natin yan. Kaya screenshot nyo. No? Screenshot nyo yan. Kasi babalikan natin lahat yan. Importante lahat yan. Titingnan natin yan kung saan yan magagamit. Okay? So, okay, nakapag-screenshot na ba? Okay, screenshot na ha. Maliban lang doon sa mga nag-take down ng mga notes, no? Kasi may mga nagti-take down notes din eh. So, tuloy tayo. Ito lang, no? Mga inventory. Okay. Dapat may inventory. Paano ka magbenta ng unit kung hindi mo alam kung alin yung ibebenta mo? That's very logical. That's very logical. Kahit ho sa house and lot, kailangan mo na may inventory. Okay, kailangan mo humingi ng mapa. Saan mo ba makukuha to? Sa office ng developer lang. Wala to sa kapitbahay mo. O hindi mo to makukuha sa kapitbahay mo, lalo nang hindi mo makukuha to sa kasamahan mo. Kung gusto mo ng updated nito, alam mo saan ka kukuha? Sa office ng developer. Paano ba nila ibibigay yan sa iyo? Yan, pag i-contact nyo sila, magbigay kayo ng email, i-email nila yan. Kaya nga sabi ko always kayo ba, meron na ba kayong active email? Ay, Sir Joff, wala akong active email, messenger na lang. Hindi ho po pwede yan. Pabalik-balik na lang ho tayo dyan. Dapat gumawa na kayo ng active email nyo na kaya nyong buksan. Ay, Sir Joff, meron akong email, nakalimutan ko yung password, Sir Joff paano natin bubuksan yan? Hindi naman pwedeng ako ang bubukas niyan. So, in short, you've got to have those emails. No? Okay, there are documents that are sent by the developers through emails. Okay? So, contact ka. Ma'am, sir, pwede pahingi ng inventory? Can you just imagine a conversation like this? Ma'am, ako po si Joffrin, pwede pong pahingi ng inventory ng ganitong condominium? Ma'am, isend nyo lang sa messenger ko. If you are on the opposite line na ikaw yung in charge sa developer, ano yung sasabihin mo? Ano yung isasagot mo? Sir, ano ba yung messenger mo? So maghanap siya. Sir, ito po ba yung messenger nyo? Hindi kayo nagkita nagtawagan kayo Ito po ba yung messenger nyo? Ano ba yung profile picture? Nakita nyo gaano kahirap ang i-explain? Where else it could have been very simple if you say, sir, pasend ng inventory. Sir, ito yung email ko. Text ko sa iyo, sir, yung email address ko. Alin ang mas mabilis? Sabihan mo siya sa messenger mo o bigyan mo siya ng email address mo. I-text mo sa kanya ang email address mo. Yan. Ang sagot, mas mabilis pag bigyan mo na lang siya ng email address kasi mas madali niyang isend sa iyo. Alam niya na ikaw yun. Pag messenger, baka hindi ikaw yun. What if yung pangalan mo common name, lalo na ang iba sa inyo, yung mga Facebook account nyo, binaliktad nyo yung pangalan no, mas lalong naguluhan. No? Di ba? At hindi ko rin kasi maintindihan Hindi ko rin kasi maintindihan talaga kung bakit kailangan baliktarin nyo ang pangalan nyo sa Facebook. Paano kayo tatawagin ng kliyente nyo? Di ba? Kaya umpisahan na ninyong ayusin yung mga Facebook ninyo. Ang dami pa ho nating mga agent na nakikita ko na hindi ko mabasa-basa yung pangalan. Bakit ho? Ako nga pareho tayo property specialist, nahihirapan ako. How much more yung kliyente? Kaya nga, always na ito yung sinasabi ko Wala kang dapat ikatakot sa pangalan mo. Ha? Wala kang dapat ikatakot sa pangalan mo, maliban na lang kung may krimen kang ginawa. Again ha? Wala kang ikatakot sa pangalan mo, maliban na lang kung may krimen kang ginawa. Yun lang. No? So very simple. It's very logical. No? We're talking about logic here. Okay? Yan. Site development plan. Bakit kailangan ng site development plan? Of course, if ako ang bibili ng produkto, if ako ang bibili ng unit dyan, mamili ako saan building ako. Dapat alam ko kung saan nakaposesyon yan. Saan ko ba makukuha to, Joff? Again, hindi mo po to makukuha sa kapitbahay mo. Makukuha mo to doon sa office ng developer. Paano mo gawin yan? Kontakin mo ang office ng developer. Paano ba ang pag-contact? I-dial mo yung phone mo. I-dial mo yung phone mo, i-text mo yung sila, ibigay mo yung email address, isi-send nila yan. Ganun ho ang convenience. No? Kasi hindi nila alam yung messenger mo, maliban lang doon kung nandun ka sa loob ng group chat. No? Tapos, ito yung sasabihin mo, ma'am, pakilagay na lang doon sa group chat. Sige, sabihin na lang natin, ako yung developer. Lagay ko doon sa group chat. Ngayon, ang dami ng conversation doon sa group chat. Pagpasok mo sa group chat, saan ba dito yung site plan, ha? May kasamahan tayo doon, magsasagot naman, ma'am, scroll up ka lang. Scroll up ka lang. Okay naman, scroll up. Walang problema ako doon. Wala akong problema sa scroll up. Ang tanong, kayo ba pasensyoso sa scroll up? Ako wala akong problema pag sinasagot ng scroll up kasi matyaga akong nagsuscroll up. Kayo ba? Matyaga ba kayong mag-scroll up? Ayun. Yun ang sagot. So kung gusto nyong mabilis, magpa-email kayo sa developer. Mabilis yun. No? Hindi mabagal yun. Okay? Vicinity map. Okay. Ngayon, ang situation ngayon na medyo hindi tayo makapag-tripping talaga kasi hindi tayo makalabas-labas kasi COVID, importante ho na may vicinity map po kayo. Kasi etong vicinity map, ito yung magiging, Ito yung magiging illustration doon sa buyer mo na yung project na binebenta mo nandyan. At madali niyang ma-picture kasi makita niya, malapit lang pala to sa Julie's Bake Shop tong Apple One. Aakyat pala ako doon sa dito pala to sa may bandang Banawa. So makikita, may Shell station pala, so akyat ako doon pataas. May Good Shepherd pala to. Yan, nakikita nyo? Bakit ho? Kasi ito yung magiging guide niya. Ito yung magiging magpipicture sa kanya na, dyan pala yung project. Dyan pala yung condominium na gusto kong bilhin. Kasi hindi tayo makapag-tripping Walang problema ho pag mag-tripping tayo kasi pupunta ka sa lugar Actual, nandun ka. Nakikita mo, na-observe mo. Pero ngayon, hindi mo magawang matripping yan. So, saan ka ba dependent? Dependent ka lang sa mga ganito, sa mga ganitong mga objective. No? So, kaibigan, ito po, makukuha nyo sa office ng developer din. Okay? So, yan. Dito na tayo sa selling skills. Inom muna ako ng tubig, Nakakapagod pala magdaldal, no? Yan, 10:39 na tayo. So, lalagpas tayo ng 1 oras nito kasi mabahaba ang diskusyon natin to eh. Okay, punta tayo sa basic selling skills. Ngayon, pag-usapan natin yung condo kasi condo yung pinag-usapan natin. Ano yung mga basic selling skill na kailangan natin sundin para may proseso tayo pag nagbenta? Okay. Tingnan natin yung mga objective natin. Okay. Selling requires, no? Conversion of opportunities with clients which produces sale. So, eto, may kliyente, yan. Pag yan, kliyente na yan, nagtanong sa'yo, ang tawag dyan, opportunity na yan. Ngayon, ang trabaho natin bilang isang property specialist ay paano ma-convert yan into sale. Kasi yung inquiry na yan, right from the very start, inquiry pa lang yan, hindi pa yan sales. Wala pang nangyari dyan na bintahan. So kailangan nasa kamay ng property specialist ngayon kung paano niya i-convert into sales yan. Tingnan natin. Now, etong pag-convert ng opportunity, pwede siyang manggagaling sa mga existing clients mo. Kung may mga existing clients ka na mga repeat purchases, madali lang yon. Kasi may level of trust na po kayo. For example, kumuha siya ng bahay sa'yo before, and ngayon gusto niyo mag-consider ng investment, kumuha siya ng condo. Madali yan. Bakit? Kasi may existing transaction na kayo. Ang isa, yung bago, yung new client talaga. Ito, kailangan mo talagang iayos yung pag-present sa iyo at sa kanya niyang mga opportunity para ma-picture niya. Kasi etong bago, kailangan mo pang mag-establish ng relationship dyan. Kasi wala ka pang relationship dyan. Wala pa kayong transaction. Kumbaga, first time yan. So you've got to present yourself dito na pinakamagaling ka to be the best, no? Hindi naman sa magmamayabang ka, pero dapat makita ng kliyente mo na ikaw ay expert sa ginagawa mo. No? Again ulitin ko. Hindi sa magmamayabang tayo, pero kailangan makita ng kliyente na etong kausap ko ay expert sa bagay na to. Ibig sabihin, ikaw, pag may tinanong siya sa'yo, dapat ikaw ay may tamang sagot ka. Importante ang word tamang sagot. Kung hindi mo alam ang sagot, ano ang gagawin? Magtanong. Kung hindi mo alam ang sagot, ano ang gagawin? Magtanong. Saan ka ba magtanong dapat? Okay. Magtanong ka dapat sa developer. Bakit sa developer? Kasi sila ang may authority talaga na pinaka-precise yung answer. Kumbaga, sila ang magbibigay sa iyo ng answer na hindi baluktot-baluktot. Tamang-tama, straight to the point. Kumbaga, bullseye. No? Bullseye answer. Yun ang kailangan mo. No? Kailangan na makuha. Friends, no one will do that for you except you alone. Pwede kang magtanong sa kasamahan natin. Pwede kang mag-ask kung ano yung contact number para makapag-contact ka sa office ng developer. Okay? Tuloy tayo. So ano ba yung role ng sales agent? Pag-usapan natin yung role. Baka hindi kasi natin alam yung mga role natin eh. Especially, pag-usapan natin dito condominium. Number 1, arrange real estate transaction putting buyers and sellers together and acting as the representative in negotiation. So ikaw yan. You play as the negotiator between your buyer and the developer. Now, in the case of condominium selling, because this is a technical selling, there are certain things na ipakikiusap ng buyer papunta dun sa developer. May mga cases na, sir, pwede ba kuha ko ng 2 unit na i-merge natin yung 2 unit? May mga ganon. Sir, pwede ba na pag eto po kuha ko ng unit at wag na lang yung lagyan ng tiles kasi may gusto akong preferences na mga tiles. May mga negotiation na ganon. Okay? May mga certain peculiarities talaga na kailangan mag-surface when it comes to condominium selling. Number 2, you search for available property that match the buyer's range and wish list. Nagtanong ka ng price range, di ba? You ask for a price range. And the moment you ask for the price range, your next role is for you to match. Dapat i-match mo yan. Ito yung gusto ko na price range, ito yung hahanapin ko na mga units. I-match mo yan. Your role is a matchmaker. Yan ang role mo. You are a matchmaker. And how will you know that? How will you match the buyer's needs towards the condominium that he wants kung hindi mo alam? So paano mo ba, ano ba ang steps para alam ko kung ano yung gagawin ko? Number 1 po, dapat mag-attend kayo ng mga seminar. Attend kayo ng mga PKS. Alam nyo, wala hong magic dito. It's all about information. So if you are the type of person that never attends a PKS kasi nagsasayang ka lang ng oras, ay hindi ka makakabenta dito. People who keeps attending seminars coming from the developer tends to know a lot of information. And when you know a lot of information, you are in a better position to be able to present options to your buyer. How will you present options if you yourself doesn't have the information? Bakit? Kailangan ba na ibang tao ang gagawa dyan para sa iyo? No. That's the reason why we're doing project review from Monday to Saturday. We understand that we cannot give every information at one time. That's the reason why we're doing it daily. Bakit ho? Because we are trying to dissect and digest every information that we are going to receive. Hindi lahat ng information na narinig mo ay angkop sa buyer na yan. So you have to know how to dissect at ano yung ida-digest mo rin. Okay? Number 3, go-betweens for the principal parties carrying offers and counter-offers and other questions back and forth. In a condominium selling, I want you to be prepared. Marami ang tanong ng kliyente dito. They are going to ask you a lot of questions. And every question, sometimes you don't know the answer. And your role is actually to bring that question to the developer, and whatever will be the answer of the developer, you bring that to your client. Kumbaga, in short, you are a messenger. You are a messenger. Yung tanong niya, ihatid mo. Yung sagot niya, ihatid mo sa kanya. That's exactly how it is. So you are going to be a mediator here. Number 4, helping their clients through the paperwork. So kailangan natin tulungan yung kliyente natin sa paperwork. Conveying communication, advising on inspections. Yan. Inspections and moving. And generally shepherding the deal through closing. In short, mula doon sa pag-inquire hanggang sa pag-prepare ng mga documents para sa loan, trabaho natin yan. Na masiguro natin na yung buyer, as much as possible, walang hassle, kumbaga, hassle-free siya. Hassle-free siya. Bakit to? Because in DPPI, we want to champion customer service. We want to champion customer service. We understand that people, when served well, are happy clients. And when they are a happy client, they are going to bring in more clients, more and more clients to us. And there would be more and more referrals that will be brought by these happy clients. Kaya nga may mga agent tayo na parating nakakabenta. Bakit to? Kasi those are actually referred by people na naserbisyuhan nila in the past. The longer you stay here in the real estate business, and as long as you are going to take care of your name on how you are going to serve those people, you are going to experience a good repeat business through referral. Pag hindi po kayo magaling magserbisyo, ito lang po ang sasabihin ko, wala kayong kliyente na aasahan. Pag hindi po kayo magaling magserbisyo, wala po kayong kliyente maaasahan. It always boils down to service. Service-oriented yung kumpanya natin. So, kailangan talaga tayong magserbisyo. Tuloy ho. So, what do great real estate sales firm do well? Ayan, ito yon yung sales process. Ito, pag-usapan natin ngayon to, yung sales process. Alam ko, lahat tayo nagpo-post lang. Post lang kayo ng project dyan. O, sige, o copy and paste lang kayo. Okay lang, walang masama po doon. Wala. Believe me, there's nothing wrong of what we are doing right now. Yung copy and paste natin, wala hong mali doon. Now, ito yung next nga level. Lagyan natin ng proseso. Because the more clearer ang proseso, the more you understand how you are going to approach pag may kliyente po kayo. Kasi ito yung importante eh. Ang importante kasi alam mo paano i-approach ang proseso. Then we've got to master the process. Ang gusto nating mangyari sa mga DPPI members natin, they will be masters of processes. Kumbaga, we will be a company that is driven by system. No, systems driven po tayo. Kaya nga kung nakikita nyo, we are very much particular with step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 because we want to make things easy for you. We want you to know na if ito yung gagawin mo, ito yung next na gagawin mo. If nagawa mo na to, ito yung next na gagawin mo. Bakit ho? Because you also have people down your line. Etong mga tao na to, ito tuturuan mo rin sila. So ano yung ituturo mo kung hindi mo alam kung ano yung proseso? So we've got to know the process so that you will know what to teach. Okay? So let's go. So ito yung first. In order to have an efficient and effective sales process, a property specialist must have the following communication tools. Okay. Bakit po kailangan may communication tools ka? Number 1, siyempre, yung kliyente natin, doon sila mag-communicate. Hindi naman sila basta lang hindi naman sila magsa-sign language eh. They will communicate it to us. And one of those form of communication are actually the one listed there on your screen. Ano yan? Most of us are actually using Messenger, so I don't have to include that. Because primarily, lahat tayo sa mga cellphone natin may Messenger yan. Pero ang tanong, may Viber ka ba dyan? Ang tanong, may WhatsApp ka ba dyan? Wala. Dito sa mga Korean markets natin, may KakaoTalk ka ba dyan? Wala. Ngayon, ito, additional na to is Zoom. Ito yung magiging mga form of communications. Okay? Ganun lang ho yan kasimple. Okay? Bigyan ko kayo ng example. Kasi ito, bago to na nangyari eh. Nandito ba si Mel? Very very useful example. And nandito ba si Mel? Ay, wala, no? Si Teacher Carol. Wala, no? Si Teacher Carol nandito. Teacher?
Ako, Pastor.
Ayan. Ito si Teacher. Okay. Ito yung example ko kasi ito real to na nangyari eh. Si Teacher Carol, may bago tong na-close na sale na 2 unit na Mariah Homes yung teacher, no?
Yes.
Yung Mariah Homes. Paano ba siya nag-contact sa iyo nung una? Saan siya nag-contact?
Actually, Pastor, sa Property 24 siya nag-inquire. Tapos,
Okay.
Property 1 ang gusto niya sana doon sa inquiry niya. Tapos, nung nalaman ko na taga San Fran siya, ini-offer ko yung Maria kasi mas malapit yun sa kanila. Ayun, nag-umpisa. Yung una, hindi pa sana siya makakakuha ng unit kasi nga yung sitwasyon niya as married dito sa Pilipinas at divorce naman siya doon sa ibang bansa kasi parang 2 beses silang nagpakasal. Oo.
Ito.
Kasi nga gustong-gusto niyang kumuha ng unit naano ako kung paano ko siya matutulungan. Ayun, ang ginawa ko na lang, hiningi ko yung divorce papers niya tapos pinasa ko doon sa developer para sa kanila naman kukuha yung client para naman matulungan niya yung client ko kung anong dapat gawin. Ayun, gumawa ako ng group chat. Group chat kami, yung kasama yung marketing staff. Kaya doon, lahat ng tanong niya nasasagot ng marketing staff. Ganon.
Okay. Yan ha. Number one lesson dyan, developer. Developer ang makasagot sa lahat ng mga questions mo patungkol sa kliyente. So, ikaw, tayo, lahat, ang communication natin pag tungkol sa kliyente na hindi natin masyado kabisado ang mga sagot, connect to the developer. Sige. Inano ko si Teacher Carol kasi ito yung situation, no? Yung client ni Teacher Carol, actually 3 ahente ang dumaan diyan. 3 or 2, no? Nasabi na niya sa iyo, teacher?
Hindi po, Pastor.
Ganito. Okay. Ang una niyan, October 2019, ang unang inquiry diyan doon kay Mel sa WhatsApp. Doon niya nangyari. Nung nagpalit ng phone, hindi nag-download ng WhatsApp. Ganun lang kasimple. Uh, October 2019 yan. Last year. Ano yan? Amy yan eh. Amy.
Mm.
Ang
Emerin,
Emerin. Emerin. Ang inquiry niyan during the time is Camellia Butuan.
Yan yung explain niya sa akin.
Camellia Butuan. Okay. Ang pangalawa na, ayun, yung situation, actually, ang pangalawa, teacher, ako yung kasabay mo. Naalala mo yung nag-post ako ng picture na nagtanong ako na itong dalawa na naka-circle sa front, pwede ba to i-reserve? Siya yun. Nung sinabi ni Erin na ikaw yung katransact niya, ang sinabi ko sa kanya, ipatuloy mo na lang doon, ma'am. Makakatulong si teacher sa'yo. So hindi na ako nagpurso. Nung na-reserve na, nag-chat na siya sa akin na, sir, tapos na po kami ni Teacher Carol mag-reserve. So sabi niya, ang sabi niya, sir, na kasi sinabihan ko siya, wag mong sabihan si teacher. Nagtanong siya kung pwede na ba daw sabihin sa iyo. So sabi ko, depende sa iyo, ma'am. Kung sabihin mo sa kanya, okay lang po. Kung hindi rin, okay lang po din. So in short, ang gusto kong i-emphasize actually, that connection on October 2019 na dito nag-umpisa sa WhatsApp could have prospered kung hindi nagpalit si Mel ng phone o kung nagpalit man siya, nag-download siya ng WhatsApp. So kaya kayo, kung may phone kayo dyan, download na nyo to kasi ito yung mga form of communication sa labas eh. WhatsApp, most of the, mga Malaysian, Australian, Singaporean, naka-WhatsApp yan. Somewhere in Europe, naka-Viber yan, ang halos-halos lahat, and also in the US. So in short, establish a communication tool. Anyway, applications naman yan eh. Magagamit mo yan. So, dapat nandyan yan sa mga phones nyo. Okay? Kasi pag wala tayong established communication, wala tayong patutunguhan dyan. So, tuloy tayo. Ito yung sales process. Okay. Paki-screenshot, no, para hindi nyo makalimutan. Paki-screenshot. Kasi magdi-discuss tayo dyan. Okay. Na ito yung cycle na to, nandito nakapaloob ang lahat ng transaksyon ng isang kliyente. Circle yan kasi repetitive work yan. Paikot-ikot lang yung trabaho natin. So, ang kliyente natin ay mag-uumpisa tayo dito sa tinatawag natin na prospect. Yan, prospecting. Diyan siya nag-umpisa. Yan ang first base na touch natin. By the time na nag-post ka, di ba lahat tayo nag-post sa Facebook? Ang ginagawa natin dyan ay hindi ho tayo nagbebenta dyan. Ang ginagawa natin sa pagpo-post natin sa Facebook, ang ginagawa natin dyan ay marketing. So ano bang purpose ng marketing? The purpose of marketing is to get prospects. Okay. Wala pa pong sales dyan. Wala pa pong bentahan dyan. The goal of posting in Facebook are for you to get the possible prospect. Okay. So in short, namimingwit ka dyan. Namimingwit ka. Hindi naman pwedeng mamingwit ka na wala kang pain. So dapat may pain ka para makapamingwit ka. So in short, what you are doing in Facebook regularly or any form of social media, that is a form of prospecting. By the time that there will be one person that will inquire on your post, that is already what we call a prospect. Now, not all prospect, not all person who inquire from you is already a buyer. Okay. Bakit ho? Because you have to dissect whether this one is a legitimate buyer or not. Kasi kailangan mo talagang malaman kung yung intensyon ng pag-inquire niya ay with the intent of buying Or baka yung intention lang na nag-inquire siya, baka nagandahan lang sa Facebook mo. Kasi pwede yan. Or kasi wala lang siya magawa, gusto ko lang magtanong. So you've got to process those person, whether it's a legitimate or not. Okay, ano yung next na proseso? Ayan, qualify. Dito sa qualify, mabusisi yan. Because in qualifying, always remember, in qualifying, number one consideration is the capacity to pay. Ulitin ko. In qualifying a buyer, number one consideration is the capacity to pay. Without the capacity to pay, wala ho tayong pag-uusapan dyan. Bakit ho? Paano siya magbabayad? Paano siya maglo-loan? Paano siya mag-avail kung hindi niya kayang magbayad? So una po yung i-establish mo yung capacity to pay. Number two, ang kailangan mong i-establish, kung ma-establish mo na may income siya, may kita siya, may kakayahang magbayad, ang pangalawa na kailangan mong i-establish, may dokumento ba siya? Kasi wala hong bibili ng property na walang dokumento. Meron talagang dokumento kasi public document ang buying a property. All of the properties that you are going to purchase will pass by registry of deeds and it is a public document. Therefore, there will always be requirements that will be asked. Okay? So ito na yon. Una tayo dun sa capacity to pay. Number one, sulat nyo to, no, if you're taking down notes. Number one, dito tayo sa capacity to pay, ha? Number one, you've got to establish kung saan siya nagtrabaho. Either local or overseas. Okay. Siguro maganda kung i-down ko muna tapos mag-whiteboard ako, ha? Para, I want you to get it kasi. Ito, mag-whiteboard ako. So dito tayo sa qualifying. Okay, dito tayo sa qualifying. Number one, dito tayo sa capacity to pay muna, ha? Ito yung pag-uusapan natin, capacity to pay. When you talk about capacity to pay, number one, you've got to establish whether locally employed ba siya or OFW. No, or sabihin na lang natin overseas. No? Dapat mo siyang ma-establish whether locally employed or overseas. Bakit ho? Because if locally employed, no? Pag locally employed, ito din ang proseso na gagawin natin. Number one, ano ba siya? Government employee or private corporation? Yan. Kailangan nating ma-establish yan because iba-iba ho ang bracket niyan. Ang government employee, by grading yung employment nila. Grading system yan sila. So kung alam mo kung ano yung grade level niya, more or less, alam mo yung salary structure niya. Ay, ito, entry level to, government employee, malamang nasa 20,000 pesos to. May basis ka ba? May basis. Private corporation to, kapapasok lang ng trabaho, bagong empleyado, more or less, nasa minimum to, closer. So baka nasa 10,000 pesos to, 10 to 12,000 pesos yung salary structure nito. The reason why you've got to know that, it's because you've got to size up whether this person na ka-chat mo ngayon are a really qualified buyer. Okay. Now, hindi kasi dapat na abruptly nagtatanong ka magkano yung sweldo mo. Kasi that is very offensive. We're trying here to be as decent as possible. So, yan pag locally employed. Now, second, pag overseas naman. Okay. Pag overseas employment, ang una mong itanong, ano ba sir, land job ka ba? No, land job ba? Meaning, contractized pero nasa land lang. No? Either nagtrabaho ng pabrika sa ibang bansa, either nasa hotel, or anything. Basta land job. Ang second dyan is, ano ka sir, is seaman ba, no? Or maritime or nasa maritime ba? Okay. Bakit mo kailangan alamin 'yan? Number one, para more or less ma-size up mo ang salary structure. Ito seaman to. Malamang hindi to bababa sa 100,000 ang kita. Oo. So may projection ka. Ito land job to, ito yung trabaho niya, ito yung nature niya, malamang nasa 75,000 to. Masa-size up mo 'yan. Bakit importante ang magsa-size up? Because alam mo kung magkano yung cost ng condo. Alam mo magkano yung cost ng condo at alam mo rin na kung ito ang papasok sa kanyang salary, ito yung mga possible gastusin niya. Kakayanin pa ba kaya niya? Oh. Kasi kailangan mo talagang mag-analyze. Okay. So yan, una yan, capacity to pay, either locally employed or overseas worker ba siya? Pag locally employed ba siya? Ano ba siya? Nasa government employee ba? Or nasa private corporation? Eh kung overseas naman, ano bang klase? Nasa land job ba? Or seaman ba siya? Kasi ang importante dyan, ma-establish mo yung salary structure niya. Kasi every loan po ng unit, may salary requirement po yan. Okay. Isa yan. Number 2, punta tayo doon sa documents. Documents. Yan. Number 2, documents. Simple lang ho. Later on, pag-usapan natin ang documents. Ang tao na to ba, may pera nga, may dokumento ba? Walang problema pag employed ka kasi malamang may dokumento ka. Walang problema pag overseas ka kasi malamang may dokumento ka kasi hindi ka naman pwede makakalabas kung wala kang dokumento. Alam mo saan ang karanasan may problema tayo? Dito sa mga business owner. Yan. Kasi yung mga business owner, market din yan. Yung business owner may pera yan. Lalo na pag nakikita mo na ang negosyo lumalago. May pera yan. Pero ang tanong, may dokumento ba siya? May business permit ba siya? Pinarehistro ba yung negosyo niya? Yung negosyo ba niya, nagbabayad ba siya ng BIR? Kasi kung nagbabayad siya ng BIR, malamang may income tax return siya. So in short, may document siya na mai-present. Walang problema ho dyan sa mga locally employed or overseas employment. Because more or less, lahat yan sila, may dokumento yan na maipakita. Kasi number one, sa overseas naman, hindi naman sila makakalabas ng bansa kung wala po silang mga documents. Kasi dumaan yan ng POEA. So pag dumaan sila doon, ibig sabihin, nag-comply ng mga requirements. Ibig sabihin, meron talaga silang requirements. So ang problema talaga sa requirement, papasok dito na sa mga business owners. Later on, pag-usapan natin doon sa requirements naman na mga peculiarities kung saan tayo magka-problema doon sa requirements. Dito muna, pag-usapan muna natin yung pag-qualify. Okay. So, more or less, presentar mo na okay, itong tao na kachat ko, more or less, buyer to. Kasi, pumasa siya dito sa mga basic na mga mga basic questioning . So, yun ang makikita. Okay? So, next. Part of qualifying is this. Qualifying pa rin tayo, ha? Nakikita ba ninyo sa whiteboard? Yan. Part of qualifying pa rin tayo. Ito yung capacity to pay. Tinitingnan natin yung capacity to pay. So, okay na tayo. Pasado na yan sa capacity to pay. Ang next na titingnan natin, maliban doon sa capacity to pay, kasi pinag-usapan natin pera. Ang next na titingnan natin ay ito. Marital standing. Yan. Importante ang marital standing because loan to . Pag loan, batas natin sa Pilipinas, any purchase of a property are meant to be conjugal property. Ibig sabihin, ang mag-asawa ang magmamay-ari ng bawat property na i-purchase na kahit nino man. Yan. Ngayon, saan papasok ang situation. Number one, ito, hiwalay pero hindi legal na hiwalay. Okay. Nag-agree lang. O sige, hiwalay tayo. O doon ka na tumira, dito ako tumira. Pero by legal papers, mag-asawa pa rin sila. Problema 'yan. Kasi kailangan pumirma ni Mr. or ni Mrs. so whatever property na kukunin nila. Pangalawang problema na mag-arise pag they are indifferent with each other. Meaning nag-away. Meaning galit na galit. Hindi na talaga makikialam. Pag nagkikita, nagbabangayan. Paano mo yan papirmahin? So hindi pipirma yan. Pag hindi pipirma yan, anong mangyayari? So hindi ka makapag-proceed ng loan. So yan, problema yan. Ang marital standing, isa sa mga documents na magka-problema ang isang loan pagkukuha ng property. The reason why binobrought up ko to, kasi maraming cases ng ganito na ngayon. Lalo na for overseas, marami tayong cases na mga ganyan. Cases like yung sinabi ni teacher kanina na married here in the Philippines and married outside, nag-divorce sa labas, may papeles doon, pero dito, pagkukuha siya ng sinumar, ganun ang nangyari. Pagkukuha ng sinumar, married pa rin. So ang ginawa ni teacher, pinipresentar na lang lahat ng mga document papers na pagdesisyonan sa ibang bansa at yun ang pina-check dito sa pag-ibig. Kung okay ba or papasa ba. So yun ang mga peculiarities. So etong marital standing, importante po yan. Importante po yan. Okay? So tuloy tayo. Screenshot nyo, no? Screenshot nyo. So, balik natin sa dito. Okay. So yun yung qualify. By the time na na-qualify mo na yung isang prospect na bibili sa iyo ng condo, ngayon pupunta ka na sa stage na magpipresent ka ng project. Yan ang next nga araw dyan. Project presentation. Kasi nagtatanong pa siya sa Facebook mo nagchat-chat pa kayo Ngayon, nandito na kayo sa stage ng project presentation. Dati mas madali pong mag-present ng project kasi itong project presentation at saka site tripping, one time na ginagawa yan. Kasi makakalabas ka Makakalabas ka, magkita kayo, so pwede kang mag-present ng project doon na mismo sa project site. Dati yun, na hindi pa nagka-COVID. Ngayon, na nagka-COVID tayo, ang magagawa natin, i-present mo muna yung project bago mag-decide si kliyente na mag-site tour. Kasi hindi po pwedeng basta magsa-site tour ka lang sa situation na ngayon. So dati na wala pang COVID, ang ginagawa ng mga agents natin, yung project presentation at site tripping, simultaneous na ginagawa yan. Saan ba nila ginagawa yan? Doon mismo sa project site. No? Doon nila gagawin sa project site. Okay? Ngayon, since hindi nila magawa, hindi natin magawa ang ganon, mag-project presentation muna kayo. So ano ba ang dapat i-prepare mo sa project presentation? Okay. Ano ba ang dapat na i-prepare mo sa project presentation? Naalala nyo yung things to remember? Okay, kung naalala nyo ang lahat ng things to remember na pinag-usapan natin earlier, lahat yun i-prepare mo. I-prepare mo kung anong unit ang meron dito sa building na to. I-prepare mo kung ano yung mga amenities na meron ang condominium na to. I-prepare mo yung mga computation, yung payment terms, reservation, and everything. Yung mapa, yung inventory, lahat-lahat Yung things to remember, lahat na yon i-remember mo talaga dito sa project presentation. So paano mo gagawin yan? Dati nagkikita tayo, maibigay natin. Ngayon kasi, naka-COVID tayo. So anong gagawin natin? Ito po. Ang gagawin nyo, tanungin nyo si client, ma'am, sir, nandito po yung information matungkol doon sa project na in-inquire nyo. Ma'am, isi-send ko po sa inyo to. Saan nyo po ba gustong isend ko to? So, ang first na sagot niya dyan, alam nyo kung ano yung magiging sagot niya? send mo na lang sa akin sa Messenger. O, ganon yung unang sagot. Ito yung sagot mo. Ma'am, sige po, isi-send ko po sa iyo sa Messenger. Pero pwede po ba makahingi ng email din, ma'am? Kasi isi-send ko po sa inyo sa email kasi baka mawala po eh. Baka mawala po eh. So, anong gagawin mo? So, manghingi ka sa kanya ng email address. I-send mo sa kanya sa Messenger at the same time, i-send mo sa kanya sa email. Bakit ho? Kasi malaki po ang tsansa na mawala po yan dyan sa Messenger. Kasi kakaykayin pa niya yan. Sino ngayong pangalan ng agent na nag-send sa akin? Ano ba yung pangalan niya? Ano bang pangalan niya? Desiree ba yun? Anong pangalan niya? Sarah ba yun? Desiree ba yun? Hindi niya madaling ma-remember yan. So kakaykayin niya yan. Pero kung na-send niyo sa Messenger at na-send niyo rin sa email at sinabihan mo siya na ma'am, i-send ko sa iyo sa Messenger at i-send ko rin po sa email. Kasi pag hindi niya nakita sa Messenger, ang gagawin niya, punta siya sa email niya. Ay, ito pala yung sinen ni Sarah, ito pala yung sinen ni Desiree, ito pala yung sinen ni Clarissa. Oh. So ma-remember niya. At saka naka-attach doon ng mga file na gusto mong i-send. Okay. Yan. Ngayon yan na COVID. Dati kasi sabay ito na ginagawa natin. Ngayon, pag after reviewing, after nakita niya yung pinadala mo, siyempre magdi-discuss yan ng sila mag-asawa. After the time na magdi-discuss sila mag-asawa, gusto nilang makita. Ay, pwede kaya nating makita yan? So, ang gagawin ito po yon. Ngayon na naka-GCQ tayo, I think pwede kayong makapag-site tour on a limited scale. Okay? Pwede kayong makapag-site tour on a limited scale. But we are going to trim it down. This is what I'm telling to our agents. Prior to conducting site tour talaga, ang gagawin nyo muna, sendan mo muna sila ng video. Okay. Sir, ma'am, may isend po ako sa inyo na video. Paki-view lang po. Ito po yung project site. Ito po ma'am, i-send ko sa iyo po ang link. Tapos, bigyan mo nga ako ng feedback ma'am kung ano yung mga observation mo. If okay na sa iyo ma'am, saka tayo mag-schedule ng visit dun sa site. Bakit ho? Kasi kung okay na sa kanyang video, hindi na kayo kailangan pang pumunta ng site. Yun ang nangyari sa mga benta natin ngayon. Marami tayong benta, pero hindi yan sila nakapunta ng site. Ang ginawa dyan, mga videos lang. So, send mo yung video. Send mo yung link ng video. So, titingnan niya. Pero, right after, i-ask mo naman. Tanungin nyo. Okay? Sandali may chat si teacher dito. Di ako kilala ng client ko pumunta sa office sa developer na pinakita na lang ang convo namin kasi di niya agad natandaan ang name ko. Precisely. Tama yan. Tama yung ni teacher. Hindi niya in short, bago lang kayong nag-chat, imposible ho na maalala kayo niya agad. So, ganun yan. Better do some safe precautionary measures. Okay? So, balik tayo doon sa video. So, send yung video. Pag sinabi niya na, ay, Sarah, ay, Desiree, Clarissa, ay, Rowella, gusto ko pa rin, gusto kong tingnan talaga. Okay na tong video. Gusto ko yung nakita ko sa video. Pero pwede bang ma-check ko lang? Kasi gusto ko lang makita kung ano talaga dong itsura ngayon doon. Sige po ma'am, magpa-schedule po ako ng tour natin. So, kasi kailangan mong magpaalam sa developer sige ma'am, kailan niyo po ba gusto? Pag ganun ang tanong, ito dapat ang follow-up question. Kailan niyo po ba gustong mag-visit ng site, ma'am? Sa Sabado kaya? Ng morning or hapon? Ganun ha? Dapat suggestive kayo. Dapat suggestive. Kasi kung hindi kayo magsasuggest, alam mo ano yung sagot niya? Pag tanungin niyo na kung kailan niyo gusto, ang sagot niya, ito yung sagot. Ito rin kasi yung mga sagot niyo pag tinatanong kayo Ang sagot niyo, ganito. Kontakon rat ikaw kung makalugar ko. Di ba? Subukan nga kayo yung i-invite. Di ba? Pag kayo i-invite, ang sagot nyo, sige, kontakon lang tika kung makalugar ko. Kaya anong mangyayari dyan? Alam mo ano yung mangyayari? Walang ko-contact. Walang ko-contact talaga. So dapat suggestive. So pag nagtanong ka na, ma'am, kailan niyo po ba gusto? Sa Sabado kaya? Ng morning or hapon? O so ngayon mag-isip siya, Sabado, morning or hapon? O sige, morning na lang. Sige, morning na lang, Desiree. Morning na lang, Clarissa. Morning na lang, Rowella. So pag sinabi niyang morning, ang sagot mo, ma'am, ano po bang preference niyo sa morning? 9 o'clock po ba or 10 o'clock? O so bigla siyang mag-isip, ano nga ba, 9 o'clock ba or 10 o'clock ba? Sige, Rowella, 10 o'clock na lang. Di ba? Always present options para mamili siya. At ikaw yung ang nagbigay yung option at siguraduhin mo doon sa options na binigay mo, ikaw libre ka rin. Di ba? So ganun lang po yan, dapat suggestive. So pag ito, tingnan nyo yung proseso, tingnan nyo yung script. Ang next na arrow dyan ay handling objections. Tapos closing na yan. Ang handling objection ay hindi po masama yan. Ang ibig sabihin lang, bakit may mga tanong siya? Kasi may mga bagay-bagay na hindi clear sa kanya. Dahil hindi clear sa kanya, tinatanong niya sa iyo yan. Ngayon, kung maayos mong nasagot yan, wala ho kayong problema, magpuproceed po kayo doon sa closing. Magpuproceed yan diretso doon sa bentahan. Pero, pag yung handling of objection ay hindi mo nasagot ng maayos, wala. Babay client kasi hindi na yan magtatanong uli. Pero, ito yung pero. Pakinggan nyo to. Ito yung pero. Pag maayos po ninyong na-present ang project, ayan o, may project presentation. Pag maayos po ninyong na-present ang project, malinaw, clear, organized, madaling maintindihan, malamang ang handling objection ay minimal to nothing. Okay? Pag ang project presentation na i-present nyo ng maayos, malamang ang handling of objection are minimal or nothing at all. So, dito pa lang sa project presentation na stage, ayusin mo. Saan ka ba kukuha ng mga information dyan? Sa office ng developer. Huwag sa kasamahan mo na ahente kasi hindi yan updated. Kung gusto mo, tanungin mo na lang yung kasamahan mo na ahente kung ano yung number ng developer, tapos magpa-email ka. Bakit ho? Because we want a timely answer, thorough, clear na answer at saka fresh na answer. Hindi outdated na answer. Baka yung gusto ng kliyente na nakita sa prinesenta mo, na kinuha mo lang sa kasamahan mo, ay hindi updated. Ay nako, lagot tayo dyan. No? So, dapat maayos na ginagawa natin ang project presentation. Gawin natin ang trabaho natin dyan sa project presentation. Yung handling objection na yan, almost nothing yan. Malamang mas madiretso kayo doon sa site tripping at saka closing agad. Magdi-decide na yung buyer na, sige, kuha na ako ng unit. Tama to sinabi ni May Gleiselagang, first-hand info. Ay ma'am, congratulations ma'am, no? Ito si ma'am, naka-close to ng Vilmiro ba yun ma'am, no? Sa Bohol. Yan. First-hand information, yan, Vilmiro. Yan. Kasi ito, nagka-problema din kayo sa choices ng unit doon ma'am, no? Kasi hindi updated yung mapa. Tama ba yun ma'am?
Yes, sir.
So naayos na po yun ma'am, ngayon.
Yes, sir.
Naayos na. Congratulations ma'am ha.
Thank you. Thank you for the support, sir.
So ganun po yun, no? Tama yung sinabi ni Ma'am Gleisel. First-hand information is very important because you might be giving an information that is not updated. And if you are going to give an information that is not updated, sometimes it will frustrate your client. And when your client is frustrated, believe me, ang hirap po i-recover. Ang hirap i-recover pag frustrated ang client. Kaya as much as possible ho, hindi tayo aabot dun sa frustrations. Dapat ho, yung client natin ay hindi maging frustrated. At nasa sa atin po yan. Management po natin yan eh. When we manage itself, alam mo, always kong sinasabi dito, Walang magic dito. Sipagan lang to. And the more you gonna be on board, the more you will be familiar with the process. Proseso lahat 'yan, no? So tuloy tayo. Yan yung sales process natin, no? Sales presentation hanggang overcoming objections, no? It will always begins with a lead, no? That lead, that one person who made an inquiry is so important that by the time that you are going to process it well, always remember, one single inquiry is as good as a 100 inquiry na naayos mong sagutin. Pag kahit isang inquiry yan, basta maayos mong nasagot, yan ay magbibigay sa iyo ng magandang sale pa rin. So bottom line, very simple. We just have to master what we are doing, no? I-master lang natin 'to. Eventually ma-master natin lahat 'to eh. Okay? So grabe no, anong oras na? Ayaw ko kasi magutom kayo eh. 11:25 na. Mahaba-haba pa 'to. Gawan siguro natin ng part 2 na lang, no? Kasi ang iba sa atin magluluto pa ng lunchtime eh, no? I really don't want to ito lang tapusin ko, then we'll off at 11:30, ha? Okay. Alam mo, maganda tong diskusyon na to, no? After nito, nako, baka magbenta kayo ng condo na wala ng breaks. So what are the client's needs? Ito lang yung dalawang need ng client na dapat nating maintindihan. Number 1, basic needs for decent dwelling places. May mga naghahanap ng condominium na ang goal lang ay para tirahan lang. Ang isa ay ito, number 2, generate investment for their extra income. Okay. So dalawang kliyente ang pag-uusapan natin dito. Yung una, yung gusto lang tumira, yung pangalawa, yung gustong kumita ng extra income. Ang itong gusto lang tumira, one time purchase lang yan. Isang beses lang yan mag-purchase sa'yo tapos magbibigay ng mga referral. Ganun yan, pag masaya. Ang pangalawa ho, itong generate investment for extra income, ito pong maganda. Kasi ito po sila ang parating bumibili ng project sa'yo. Meaning, ang bisyo niyan ay bumibili ng mga project every now and then. Pag may bago, bibili yan. Pag may bago, bibili yan. Bakit to? Kasi negosyo. Negosyo ang gusto, negosyo ang habol. Etong mga tao na to, alagaan natin yan. Ay, yan dalawa, alagaan natin yan. Ito kasing investment, ito yung kumbaga atat na atat yan pag may bagong project. Ay ano, may bagong condo ba dyan? O sige, dyan ako. Mura pa ba yan? Mura pa to sir. Ito promo pa sir. Etong mga taong pangnegosyo, madaling i-push ng promo to. Pag may promo kayo, ay nako. Gaya ng plumera. Ang plumera ngayon naka-promo na condominium. Ang monthly, 4,500. Yung mga type na ganyan, ay nako. Madaling bentahan yan. No? Madaling bentahan yan. Okay? So, clients' needs create opportunities. Pag na-establish po natin yung need, dyan po mag-uumpisa yung opportunities natin. Now, the DPPI property specialists are trained to match these opportunities. Ito po yung inaaral natin kung paano natin i-match yung mga opportunities. DPPI property specialists should be keen on presenting solutions to our clients. Ibig sabihin guys, we are a solution provider na person. Okay. Dapat hindi kayo solution finder, fault finder, but rather you are a solution driven na personality. Kayo yung naghahanap ng solusyon sa mga problema na binibigay ng mga kliyente natin. Ay hindi naman problema, kundi mga concerns lang. Okay? So, I will end with this one, no? The buying and the selling process. Kasi 11:29. So, I will end with this one. Now, take note of this one. This is very important. There are two processes that are happening in a transaction. Number 1, the buying process, which is your client. The selling process, which is ikaw. Dalawa yan. Parallel yan eh. Now, may mga mismatch ang mangyayari pag hindi ka sensitive. Number 1, okay. Yung buyer po natin, yung kliyente natin, speak on the language of need and want. Yung pinakita ko kanina, ang need ng buyer, it's either gusto ko nang bumili ng condo na tirahan ko lang or gusto ko nang bumili ng condo pang investment. Okay. Kasi gusto kong kumita ng extra ng income. Yan. Need yan. Yung want, ay, bili lang ako ng condo kasi sobra ang pera ko, pang status ko lang. Yun. Bihira lang yan. Iilan lang yan. So, ang goal ng ahente, ng property specialist, ito yung goal mo. I-identify mo yung need. Okay. I-identify mo ang need kung ano ba talagang kailangan niya. Ang kailangan ba niya na condo ay para tirahan lang or kailangan niya ng condo para negosyo? Pag na-identify mo yan, madali kang makapag-offer ng property angkop doon sa gusto niya, doon sa need niya. Ang next nga steps ay ito, choosing from the option. Yung client mo ay mamili sa mga options na ibibigay mo. Okay, sino bang magbigay ng option? Ikaw. Okay, saan ka ba kukuha ng information para ibigay mo na option doon sa client? Base mo doon sa nakita mo na need or want niya. Doon sa conversation nyo, based doon sa sales process natin, makikita mo at na-identify mo kung ano ba talaga yung need niya. Yung need ba niya ay para tirahan lang or ang need ba niya ay para negosyo? Ngayon na na-identify mo yan, mag-present ka sa kanya ng option. Now, paano ka mag-present ng option? Of course, kung nakita mo na ang gusto ng kliyente ay para negosyo, so ano yung mga ika-consider mo? So maghanap ka ngayon sa mga project na maganda sa negosyo. Maganda sa negosyo ay yung mga pre-selling project. Bakit to? Kasi low investment. Yun ang habol ng negosyante. Yung mura ang investment. Yung mura ang babayarin. Bakit to? Tubo ang hinahabol ng negosyante. The lower the investment is, the better it is for the businessman. Ganun yan. So, prepare ka ng option. Pag kayo ay nag-prepare ng options, huwag damihan naman na malito ang buyer mo sa kaiisip. So, pag mag-present kayo ng option, 1 or 2 is nice, but give an extra, which is 3. That's reasonable enough. So, 3 project na probable options within the vicinity of the desired location. Pangatlo, yan, buying or purchasing. So, ibig sabihin, yung buyer natin mamili doon sa prinisenta mo at yun ang bibilhin niya or ipopurchase niya. So, ikaw, ano yung role mo? Syempre, i-close mo na yung sale. Etong proseso na to, nangyayari to sabay-sabay at the same level. Hindi po to pwede na mangyari on a different level. Etong dalawa na to ay parallel yan na mangyayari at the same level. When these things happen at the same level, it would be easy for you to close the sale. Later on the process, we're going to dissect much more of this one para mas mabigyan pa natin ito ng mas mabigyan pa natin ng linaw, no? Na much more clarity. Okay? So, yan. Ito yung i-discuss ko on our next So, dito sa selling process, ito yung guide natin, no? Ito yung DPPI sales process. Discuss the opportunity, present the solution and benefit, procure the sales, and implement next steps. Ito po yung pag-uusapan natin. Gagawin natin ito bukas. Punong-puno tayo bukas eh. Morning, we have recruitment. In the hapon, meron tayong PKS. Siguro after ng PKS, idiretso natin to para matapos ba. Kasi gusto kong tapusin to kasi maganda ang second half nito. Maganda ang second half nito. It would be more juicy and you will be able to really appreciate selling condominium by the time that we will be discussing needs and wants, investment and residential dwelling. So pag nakita na ninyo ang differences, ay maiinganyo kayong magbenta ng condominium, no? Sa tingin ko kayo ang unang mag-i-invest ng condominium pagkatapos nito, no? Lalo na nito si Sarah, ang lapit niya sa Amenity grant, baka lilipat yan doon, no? No? So my point here is this, there's a demand for that at pag-uusapan natin yan. Kasi 11:30 na, I really don't want you to be hold until quite longer kasi ngayong hapon may PKS pa tayo tapos kakain pa tayo din, no? So ituloy natin bukas ha. Sana wag kayong mawala, 47 kayo lahat dito Sana wag kayong mawala bukas after ng PKS, diretso ko to para matapos tayo over the weekend, mamuni-muni na ninyo, no? Ano na ba? Ma-apply na. Okay? So, bukas na ako sasagot ng mga tanong-tanong ha para dire-diretso tayo. Okay? So, maraming salamat po sa time na binigay nyo at sana po may natutunan tayo sa morning na to. Hindi man natin makuha lahat. Sa tingin ko, the little by little na magkakaroon tayo ng mga learning sessions, ay unti-unti nating maintindihan kung ano talaga yung mga roles natin dito sa negosyo. Maraming salamat at ingat po tayo lahat. Stay safe. God bless you. Kita-kita tayo mamayang hapon, 2 p.m. Bye-bye!
Salamat, sir.